Old version, new version. Old version, fantastic, loved it. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. New version, holy cow, they made it better. Unbelievable. I am jacked. I am freaking jacked. I can't yell it like I used to. I'm in my new place. They might call the cops on me. But I am jacked about the new laid back kayak rack. Right there. Holy crap. Let's take a look. Okay, seriously. I got a call from the laid back kayak rack people. Glenn, Mr. Glenn, called me and said, hey Steve, we've been working on the laid back kayak racks and we think we've made them better. First thing I did is, Glenn, no way. Well, we met, he showed me the new prototype right there that they're manufacturing. That is the old one and that is the new one. And sure enough, they've made it better. So I wanted to kind of give you a first look today, right here in the backyard. I hope to get this on the water here pretty soon, one of these days, if it'll ever, you know, if we ever get decent weather. But yeah, this thing is better than it was. If you watched any of my other older videos, you've seen how this works. All right, so just in case you have, let's put in a few clips right here. All right, I'm coming up on some low-hanging branches. Be a good time to try out my laid-back kayak rack. So I'm going to drop those rods behind me as I go under these branches here. If I left them up, they'd snag. But here is a perfect example of why the laid-back kayak racks that I've been doing videos on are so valuable. All right, just went under. And now I'm going to, and I may have hooked up, I'm going to raise them back up. It was around here I started blabbering about a fish being on. So, but you can see that I laid those back. I kept my line as I trolled. And once I was clear to the branches, I simply just raised my rods back up. At first glance, when you look at the new versus the old, you don't see a lot of difference. Just to take a quick visual on it. However, the old one here has 6 rod holders. The new one has 5. And there's a reason for that, and I will show you. Now the bag is kind of the same, however, it is upgraded. It's a better bag. It has much better zippers, and they also have a flap over the zippers to keep more water out. The overall construction and how this thing works pretty much stays the same, but there is going to be a feature that I show you that will knock your socks off. On the new version, as you can see, it's got this flap over the zippers. These are upgraded zippers. They're better than the original. And I think they did this because I requested this, is they put some pulls on the zipper, making it easy to get in and out. And let me tell you, there is enough room. I don't even think you can fill it with all your tackle stuff, unless you're the bass geek. He might can. But this thing will hold a lot of tackle, and they've also added a couple of weep holes down here, so if any water does get in it, has a place to drain. And best of all, made in America. The storage pocket is cavernous, so you know what that means. You can take everything and the kitchen sink. I mean, it is huge. And let me tell you what else that means. By using the laid back kayak rack, as you can see, it's elevated up off of your back cargo area. So you can bring more stuff if you want, because now there's a lot more room, or you can bring nothing at all and cut down on your weight. The laid back kayak rack is designed to fit most any fishing kayak. This just happens to be the Hobie Outback. these little units right here, they drop down and tighten into my existing rod holder. You simply drop it in there, you tighten it, it expands, and then it's not going anywhere. And these arms and the legs, they're designed to articulate and go a bunch of different ways. So whatever kayak that you have, there's about a 99% chance that this laid-back kayak rack is going to fit. I want you to see that this will articulate and move all around. So it's adjustable for wherever your rod holders are pretty much located. You have lots of options. These back legs, they are the same. They work the same way. They articulate. And when you buy the laid-back kayak rack, it comes with leg extensions. Now what I did is this centerpiece right there on my Outback, I needed it higher to make the rack level. So I simply added the extension in there with an Allen wrench. Took about 30 seconds. So that's available to you to make this level. And they will move around according to your cargo area and how large it is, so you can get a good fit. You didn't believe me on the storage, did you? Okay. You've waited this long. It's time to drop that bomb on you now. Boom! Mind blown. For you guys and gals that love to troll, that's a game changer right there. On the older model, the rod holders were straight up and down. You can still troll, but what this does, this changes the whole game, gives you a wide spread. I love trolling. It's one of my favorite ways to fish. The center rod holder, it doesn't move, but all of the four outside ones, they move independent of each other, and that is the game changer. Just in case you were wondering why they call it the laid-back kayak rack, now, I don't know about you, but I like to fish the banks when I'm kayak fishing. Be it in a river or a lake, I like to go up and patrol up and down the shoreline, the banks. And guess what? You've got all these limbs hanging over. That right there saves you. You're going down a bank, there's a big old branch coming over you, you know, you're leaning under. Whereas your buddies, their rods are straight up and you're hollering at them and they're getting bent and broke. All you do is reach back, drop it down, you keep fishing, you go right under those limbs and branches like they weren't even there. I'm fixing to wrap this video up. Now I'm going to have all kinds of information in the description. Website. I don't even know if they've got a price set on these yet. I got to talk to them. Like I said, this is their brand new prototype. I think they're beginning to manufacture them now. So I'll get as much details as possible. I'll put that in the description. And there'll be a way for you to contact them directly, obviously, and add that amazing unit to your kayak. And I'll leave you with this little teaser. See that right there? That's my Hobie crate. I love the Hobie crate. You don't have to have a Hobie to use the Hobie crate, but the laid back kayak guys, have done some modifications to that rod holder right there. That's also going to blow your mind, and that video is coming soon. So this is Adventure Steve signing out, and I'll see you again soon.